Oh my God, it's 11:42. I'm supposed to teach at noon. I found out this hospital, but it's a school. There's a school attached to it, and the secretary of my boss told me to go to the school, and anyways, it's complicated. And it's a good thing I left earlier. It takes me more than an hour. It takes me longer because there's not that many buses, so I have to wait, you know. But here I am. I'm trying to wait for someone to help me. So it's 6:37 a.m. On Saturday the 5th of April, 2025. On my way to my third day of work out of 4, with 1 day off, and then I have Tuesday. And then I have other days that I accepted. So I have a lot of CPR classes I'm teaching and dragging the bags. And sleep deprived now. 7:01. So waiting for the bus. It's coming in. So that's good. So I kind of tried to conserve my energy. I actually got to relax on the subway ride because it's a full subway. So I think slept for 30 seconds. But I got to the point where I was calm. And then of course when you get out of the subway there's stairs. There's no, well I guess there is an elevator but I don't take it. So there's stairs with no the mobile escalator, whatever you call it. So I just stayed calm and used both hands to carry the bag and then carry the rest of them in the crux of my elbow, just to kind of conserve energy and to not get any damage of myself, you know. A few days of carrying this, it's a lot. So it's non-stop for this month. So it's colder than it was on my phone. Thank God I brought my scarf because I'm early and I forgot it was a house. It didn't occur to me to not come early. So it's 7:45. I've been out already for about between 8 minutes. I didn't bring my head covering, so that's not good. Let's hope I don't get frostbite again on my ears. Whatever. I got caught. So I just walked a little bit more. I'm gonna stay in this bus shelter. Yeah. What's that expression? Fuck my life? And it always happens on the day that I'm sleep deprived and already bummed out. There you go. That's what's bound to happen. So I peed in that. There's some construction of new apartments or old apartments and renovating, whatever. But I had to go pee because I started a little bit of my caffeine. I'm just gonna caffeine up and get my mood better. I carefully put this on to not get my hair messed up. So it's 7:57, it's almost 8. I'm actually gonna wait longer. I was kind of getting comatose. But I haven't been drinking my caffeine, I just took another sip. Oh, see, there's the bus again. Well, I'll know for the second time. It's hard when it's the first time you go somewhere. But I'm gonna wait longer because I don't want to be uncomfortable around people in the house and not have to start. So I'd rather be closer to on time, pretend like everything's okay, even though I'm out here because of, you know, crippling anxiety, not wanting to confront anyone. Just fuck it. I'm not even in a good mood. And I'm now even in a worse mood. So it's 8:04. I about 2/3 finished my caffeine drink, but I also took a caffeine pill, and then I'm like, fuck it, take another one. So I'll take it all in one shot. So each pill is 100 milligrams of caffeine, and I think the powder that I have in the pre-workout in the drink is it's either 150 or 100. Yeah, so that's it, because I don't think I'll be able to take any more with everyone watching me and stuff like that, so I figured I'd do it in hiding. My mood's about 4% better. I don't have to go to the bathroom yet, so I don't know if it's working, but slowly get myself up and slowly walk to where I have to teach. I think there's someone there. I think she's from the house. I don't know, I don't want people to see me. Anyways, at least I think a good improvement. Oh no, she's going to the car. I'm almost there, but at least I used to do this all the time, like not impose on people, even if my life is at stake because it's cold. I thought for a second of just letting myself die, but I guess the caffeine, I kind of stopped it with the caffeine, but not to kind of punish myself, you know what I mean? I think there's a slight improvement, or at least I know to go to caffeine to kind of get my mood, and I'm aware that I'm lack of sleep, and that's why all that's happening. So I don't know. All right, so I'm here. Let's bring that heavy bag up. Flight of stairs, narrow stairs. So it's like yeah, I'm using their bathroom. Oh well. The stuff is here. It's 7:10 a.m. on my way to the 4th day in a row of work. I thought I didn't need to bring mannequins, but then I did a quick review this morning. I'm like, I should. But I only need to bring 3. So, and take out a defibrillator. So it's lighter, so that's good. Just trying to nurse my knee, because walking up and down stairs with a 100-pound bag will wreak havoc on you. And I think it was starting to hurt before that, but you know, I don't want it to pop like it did a few years ago. You know, so there's that. So I'm going slowly. So I had to do the bill for today's class, but I'm not sending it. It's a cumulative bill, so it's going to be like 6 different days. Maybe even the 7th. No, 6. 7th is for a different month, but someone was coming. But it's like I can't charge for gloves, which I didn't even bring. I just realized I didn't bring them. So that takes care of that. No one's going to be there anyways, but because I'm giving this class in English, but I saved some money with that, but I forgot to put them in. But I put the valves and the masks. Yeah, that's it. But I can't charge it to the guy, my master instructor. So I did a quick calculation. It was only about $19, you know, including the printouts, which I had the printouts from last time. So there's that. But it's still charged. It's still me who pays, because he didn't accept that. I had to redo the bill last time. Pain in the ass, but yeah. So it still equals out to good, because it's not even an hour worth of pay. So if I leave an hour early, like, he pays for a certain amount of time if I leave an hour early, so there we go. That's where the money goes. So there's that. I don't feel that bad today. So that's good. Because I had to bring this, I can't go to the bank to take out money. But then I'm like thinking, okay, there's too much money getting accumulated. The government's going to close the account because I haven't finished. Well, I sent in my stuff to the accountant. I'm going to follow up in a few days to get that ball rolling. There's so many things at the same time, you know. But anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, it might be a good idea to open mutual funds through this bank account and transfer a little bit, because the government never touched that. They only touch it once it gets into the bank account, apparently. That's what they did to me. So I had some GICs that matured and went into the account, and then they took all of it. That's where they took a lot of the money. So, yeah, but they didn't touch the money with the mortgage, but they have a lien on the mortgage, but they didn't touch the bank account. Maybe there's not enough money in it, I don't know. Maybe I don't use it enough. So I have to constantly kind of, you know, the Bitcoin thing is still an option. I have to sit down and figure that out. And just make a purchase at this machine next to my place, because they have a few machines, but not a lot. So I would just buy one, and then one coin. It's representative of a fraction of a Bitcoin, a very small fraction, but still. And you know, slowly learn that. Just do the next step and see what I can do for codes. Like, people have to hide their codes. Don't put it on anything digital, because someone will track it, you know. But anyways, so I taught yesterday, as you saw me in the cold. It was fun. We ended early, which is great, because that's why I was able to get home a little earlier and get an extra hour of sleep, even though I didn't get enough sleep, but still. Because the person who gave me the contract, she wasn't able to come to pick up all this stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, no worries, I'll leave the stuff there. You pick it up on Tuesday. And so then I told everyone, hey, we're gonna finish early. Because they wanted to. It was the most belligerent group. It was still fun, but like they all were like 5-year-olds. So I just became their, you know, drill sergeant, and they really were all out of shape to do the CPR and all that stuff, but whatever. So it ended up, I had to adapt to that, whereas the class before that at the hospital. The class before that at the hospital, that was pretty fun, and it was relaxing, and it was nice. But anyway, so yeah, both classes were good. They were just different. Yeah, and the subway isn't here because we're Sunday. But I know there's not going to be anyone at the school till 8, so I'm not stressing it. When you get to the 4th day, it's coming. All right, well, I'm here, and there's going to be a teacher, a certified person coming in to proxy the class because he has to make up his yearly stuff. I'm like, oh no, that means I can't leave early? What? All right, so everything kind of looks copacetic. I mean, just got to prepare everything. And as I was walking here, I was like, okay, if it's getting so much that the bank account that I opened, trying not to get closed down by the government, and I'm trying to empty it so as quickly as it fills. That's a good problem to have if I have to put money into mutual funds. But I'm thinking, for business, if I want to start a business, like, I'm going to take as many contracts as I can, because it's good. And that's one less thing to worry about. And then it's good for my mind too, that I have to discipline myself and prioritize everything. And my mind it's less distraction because I focus on certain things, and then I have to switch over. I don't have a choice because it's work, right? And then switch over for the personal things I need to do. So it's always good. And I knew that from when I was young, except I stopped it because I stopped the activities I was doing, and then you slowly creep out of it. So there's that. But I'm like, for business, I would keep this, but then have a sideline that I could build up. But I'm going to do it the way that if I make more and more money and put that into it and see if I can funnel that, you know what I mean? Otherwise I won't do it, because I've done that. That's why I'm in a problem I'm at now. So it's good I'm able to think a little bit into the future, because that prevents me from... So it's now 8:32. Yeah, the class is supposed to start at 8. Nobody's here. Love Sundays. I have the list. There's 9 people, and there's supposed to be an instructor too. The books are there. An instructor, I said that already. Proxying or making up hours to keep a certification. Well, I can calm down now. So it's 3:33, and it's finished. The class is finished. Well, there's one next week, the same one. And there was a person coming in as a teacher, and I thought she was training to become a CPR instructor. And then after several asking questions, I finally put together that no, she's just doing it for her own benefit. I'm like, oh. And she ended up complaining the most. She's the teacher of the students, but it was like, are you sure? You serious? We have to do the CPR? Like, this was after lunch. Like, the CPR is in the afternoon part when they're already full of food and tired. And then she says, like, oh, everyone goes to school during the week, and then we have the weekend, you know. And like, I just did 4 days in a row with only a few hours sleep and full on caffeine. What you talking about? But anyway, so I got them to leave at 3:30, which is fine. And they started at 9. They came at 9 instead of 8:30. I'm like, that's fine with me. So, but it was fun. Yeah, so I'm shutting down. Tomorrow I have a day off and gym time, and then I have work again. And I don't know if I do the day after. It wasn't confirmed. I got to confirm that. Yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, you have slides here. I had to remove my Google Gmail address because I was watching videos with that, but it's not my computer, so I had to make sure that I removed the email, because once you put it in that, then it stays, and then when you go on YouTube, it's your YouTube. So I had to remove that so that it didn't recognize me, and there you go. And they gave me samosas to eat. So I have that for food later, but I am full because I had my rice and cucumbers and tomatoes, and like, I'm full. Yeah. All right, let's get ready. Okay, so it's 12:05 p.m., so it's noon. Monday, April 7th, my day off before I go back to work tomorrow. I woke up at around 6-ish, 6:30, naturally, and I just stayed up and I just kept moving. I actually went out because I finished everything, then I wanted to just kind of decompress. Yeah, now I'm off to the bank because I checked that the checks came, so I have to get those and take out money. Hopefully I can take out more money. And I'm going to the gym, and then probably Walmart or the grocery next to it to get food to stock up because I still have a lot of work this month, so I have to make sure everything's stockpiled, right? But I don't know, there's a couple of confirmations I didn't get, like for the 9th, so in 2 days, for the 11th, in 2 days. They're shorter classes, so another option is that I could actually work out on those days too afterwards. So I got to check my week, you know? My head hurts a little bit, but all is good. So, but just as I was leaving, well, first of all, I was listening to, I ended up listening to a lot of Healthy Gamer, GG, and it kind of hits at the point where I'm at right now. But we'll see if I talk about that. But just as I was leaving, this thought came in my head because one of the companies that is supposed to sponsor me for doing their first responder course, which I have to keep up on. But, you know, the one who acts like a grandmother. And she had sent me an email, but it was from the other person. And then when I call, it's the grandmother. Like, it's like she triangulates. And the email said, could you call me as soon as possible? You know? And basically it was just to try to get me to do a class that's last minute. I'm like, I'm not available on that day. You know? I'm like, this bitch is trouble. This bitch is a fucking narc, right? No. Don't like that. But then it's like, okay, I need to have be sponsored by a company to do the first responder. But like, I'm also like, well, there was another one that also wanted to sponsor me, but I'm also like, I don't even have time to do it, you know? Well, I listened to a video about education by The Financial Diet. Why am I doing it if I'm not going to even be able to do it, you know? So those thoughts came into my head, so. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. It's 4 degrees, and now it's sunny. Go quick. Nah. Ambulance. Alright. Alright, bank, gym. Yep. People. Alright, so I'm done with that. Got the checks. I realized I could take out more money out of the account through the ATM. And a little misunderstanding because I was like, oh, I thought she was going to give me cash anyways. She had said to avoid all the verifications. I'm like, oh, okay. So I took out 500 instead of 1,000 that I wanted. They're moving in 4 weeks, but they're moving down a block the other way. So closer to my place anyways. Probably a better price. But what was funny is that if you don't know, like every time I come here, you know, it's very Asian because it's right next to Chinatown, right? And the first time when I signed up in November, there was a, well, maybe it was Asian, but not Chinese or Japanese, like maybe of the Indian type of Asian, you know? Maybe, I don't even know. And so he took a conniption. And then today, a non-Asian white guy was impatient and saying, is it longer? Is it longer? Because there was a little line. But I mean, every time I'm here, even if it's if I'm the only one, it's still long. I just accept it. And there's a lot of elderly, you know, it's kind of like that. And they work together. So there's like a teller who's younger, and then there's someone who's helping them, and usually that's how it is. So I just accepted that that's how it is. But when he said that, they kind of, you know, explained and said, we'll get you someone or whatever. So he kind of pushed it, you know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't feel the need to do that. I mean, I get prepared when I come there that it's going to be like that, and get, and if not, I don't go. I want to keep the good vibes, you know what I mean? So, and then if I want to get mutual funds, which I do, because I got to start stockpiling before the government gets to it, and just leave it, Of course, I have to pay my condo fees, so I have the checks for that. But, I don't know. Today I feel like, things are moving forward, and then just keep at it. Almost at the gym. So I went to the pharmacy that was by here to see if they had the baby sunscreen, the mineral baby sunscreens, either the Aveeno or the yellow tube of Neutrogena. They had that. It looks like it was new, but with tax it's $22, and it's the face tube, so it's small. So wait, I have one more check at the pharmacy next to the gym, which I already checked and they didn't have anything, but who knows? I gotta keep checking. I don't know if they'll be on special because summer's coming, but who knows? At Walmart, they don't have it. Like, if you saw my last video, they got rid of it, and that's where I got it. But they're always touch and go with whatever they have. They just stock the shelves, and who knows? I have the Hawaiian Tropic, the mineral one that I like, which is less of a white cast. So I have that as my next bottle. But you gotta keep up on this, man. You gotta keep up on this. Gotta keep up on Vaseline. Gotta keep up on Niles paste. Gotta keep up on baby oil. Gotta keep up on all the essentials. Gotta keep up on food. Gotta keep up on copies for work. I gotta keep up on all those things. Yeah.